Oh, you weren't here. Go ahead and join me for this, and then I'll have you do that afterward, okay? All right. A lot of you are still having trouble with finding all of the factors of a number. You can get some of them. So like for numbers like 36. Most of you can pick out some of the factors. Just about everybody can pick out this one, right?
Yeah.
1 times 36. Some of you, most of you can pick out this one. Right? But how can I tell when I'm done and when I can stop finding more factors? Go ahead.
When you start repeating the numbers.
Okay. You have something to add to that? Anybody else have anything to add to that?
Isn't it when you start repeating?
Okay. It is when it's when you start repeating. But in order for that to work, you have to do it in a sequential order. So in order to make sure, one strategy that you can use, and this is the one that I recommend, is you start with the number 1. Okay? If we're finding the factors of 36, we're going to start by putting down 1 as a factor. Now we always know that 1's going to be a factor, right? Is there any number that 1 is not a factor of?
No.
No. Every single number 1 is a factor of. So we're going to always have 1 and itself. So in this case, 1 times 36. Next, I'm going to go to the next number. So the next number is the number 2. Is 2 a factor?
Yes.
How do I know? Go ahead.
Because you can 2 times 3. 36. I was
Good.
2 can go into any even number.
Okay, 2 is a factor of every even number, right? So if this is an even number, then we know that 2 has to be a factor, right?
Yeah.
Make sense? So, 2 times what? How could I figure that out if I don't know my all of my 2 times tables up to infinity? Yes?
You can do 36 divided by 2.
We could do 36 divided by 2, and that is going to give us what that other factor is, right? Yes, something to add, Emma. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's see if we got another comment over here. Same comment? Okay, so what is it, Emma?
18.
Okay, 2 and 18. All right, next we're going to go to the number 3. Is 3 a factor? Is 3 a factor?
Yes.
How do you know?
Yes.
If I wasn't sure if 3 was a factor, how could I check? Yes?
Do 36 divided by 3, and if it comes out with a remainder, then it isn't.
Okay, if you do 36 divided by 3, and there's a remainder, then it's not a factor. If there's no remainder, then it is a factor. Yes?
3 times 12.
So it's 3 times 12. Okay, next.
4.
Is 4 a factor?
No. Yes.
If I'm not sure if 4 is a factor, how can I figure it out? Yes?
36 divided by 4.
36 divided by 4, and does it come out evenly?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is it? Audrey?
4 times 4.
Say that again?
4 times 9.
4 times 9. Okay, is 5 a factor?
No.
How do I know? Go ahead, Max.
It's not a factor. Because if it's anything multiplied by 5, it's most likely going to end. It's going to end with a 0 or a 5.
Okay, is it most likely going to end with a 0 or a 5, or is it going to end with
the
a...
answer.
Okay, this number, if it ends in a 0 or a 5, then 5 is a factor every single time. Okay, so 5 is not a factor. Is 6 a factor?
Yes.
If I wasn't sure, how could I figure it out?
6 divided by 36.
Yes,
6 divided by 36.
6 divided by 36. Is that going to come out evenly? No, it's not. 6 divided by 6 is not going to come out evenly. It's going to come out to 1/6. Yes? Yeah, we need to do it the other way around. We need to do 36 divided by 6. Make sense? Have to say them in the right order, otherwise it doesn't work. So 36 divided by 6 is how much? Yes? 6. So we have 6 times 6. Now, as soon as we have the next factor already on our list, then we're done. Sometimes it's going to repeat like that, if it's a square number. Sometimes you're going to get to a number like with 24 or something like that. We list off our factors: 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. 5 isn't a factor, but 6 is a factor, but it's already on our list, so that means that we're done. In order to make sure that you've got all the factors, this is an excellent strategy. Going through sequentially. If you just do hit and miss, you're going to hit and you're going to miss. You're going to have ones that you just don't get because you don't think of them. If you go through sequentially and check each of those numbers, then you're sure to get all of them. Now the other thing that a lot of you had trouble with on this test was those questions where there was a mystery question or a mystery number. And so if there's a mystery number and we know some certain things about it, we need to take each of those characteristics of the number and make sure that they all fit. So for instance, if the question is that this person has 24 tiles, and they make it into a rectangle, and the length plus the width equals 11, we need to make sure all of the characteristics fit. So what if I said that the length was 6 and the width was 5? Does that work?
No.
Why not? Yes?
Because if you add them all up, it doesn't equal 24.
Okay, yeah. If we add our length and width together, do we get our 11? Yes, but if we have a 6 by 5, is that going to be 24 squares?
Nope.
No, it's not. So we have to make sure that all of the characteristics that are listed are actually in that mystery number. What questions do you have about finding factors or finding mystery numbers? No questions? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and conclude this part of the lesson, and you're welcome to get started on your project.